Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the Traders Cultures Analysis team, and we'd like to welcome you to our webinar on how to overcome your fears of trading. Before we begin, we always like to start off with our disclosures, which simply are any symbols you see today should not be referred as a trader recommendation. No matter what form of investing you choose, stock, forex, futures, options, there is a level of risk associated with them. You can lose money. The strategy we show today are for informational purposes only. Future results are not guaranteed. And finally, most importantly, any investment decision you make is solely your own responsibility. Trade at your own risk. So I always like to start off with some type of quote or cartoon to kind of get us into the mindset of what today's really about. And this one simply says, fear is only as deep as the mind allows. And that really goes straight to what I believe is the answer to overcoming your fears as a trader. The fears, we all have them. We all have emotions. We all have things and hang-ups and baggage that we deal with. But the successful traders have systems and routines and habits in place to keep those fears and those emotions in check and stay disciplined to execute their trading plan. So again, today we're going to talk about how you can become one of those successful traders who is able to conquer their fears. We're breaking it up into several facets. First, trader's mindset and how key a trader's mindset is to overcoming your fears. And then it's not only do we want to talk about what it is, we want to talk about the key components of a successful trader's mindset. And then we want to go to the common fears, those roadblocks that dominate that trader's mindset. And then, as I said earlier, what are the routines and habits of successful traders that will help us overcome those fears? And finally, how that will all help us build positive expectancy for our trading. So, we're all familiar with the legend of the Holy Grail. I mean, that's what Raiders of the Lost Ark was pretty much all about. And it also exists in the trading world. And that's where most new traders believe that if they can just find the right trading system, that fancy DAT indicator, that shiny bell in the window, that all their trades will be profitable and they'll be able to sit back and rake in all the moolah. But in reality, it's not about an indicator, it's not about a system. In his book, Trading Way to Financial Freedom, Dr. Winthrop said that the Holy Grail is not a magical trading system. However, it is how those traders deal with that internal struggle between wins and losses. So many people think that trading is all about handling the losses and a string of losses, but it's also handling the greed that comes from winning. He goes on to say that to unlock this holy grail and to unlock the ability to control that internal battle of the wins and losses, you need to appreciate your own ability to think and be unique. Again, a trader's mindset. People make money by finding themselves, achieving their potential, and getting in tune with themselves so that they can follow the flow of opportunities in the stock market. Again, what that basically says is that your ability to know who you are as a trader and then be able to interact with the market and not look at it as a vendetta against you, but instead, these are the opportunities that I have in front of me, and I'm willing to see the opportunity and apply the right strategies. And our word of the day is going to be the cost of doing business. That's what trading is all about, recognizing the opportunity flow and applying the right strategies, being able to think and be unique, being able to know who you are as a trader. What I like to do as a part of a lot of the training I have, to being a trainer, the trainer meetings that I've been to, where I go learn how to be a trainer. And they talk about this thing called a 3330. And that is when you're at, your friend's house, there's a nice little dinner party going on, music in the bathroom, you got little hors d'oeuvres on your plate, you're at a wedding, who knows where you are, but it's where some adults have gathered for whatever purpose, and you're meeting some new people, and they say, hey, Mike, tell me what you do for a living. And when they say that, usually they're going to give you 3330. They're going to give you 30 seconds. And if you catch their interest, they'll give you from 30 seconds on to 3 minutes. And if you really hold them and you really impact them and you really gain their interest, they'll give you 30 minutes, 3330. Well, Can you tell me who you are as a trader in 30 seconds? Can you tell me who you are as a trader in 3 minutes? And if I darn near give you 30 minutes of my time, can you fill that 30 minutes with who you are as a trader? So many people trade, but they don't trade who they are. So many people trade, but they don't even know who you are. They don't know what their goals, they don't know what their objectives are. So again, we talked about fear is only what we allow. So then a sound mind, that trader's mindset comes from a person who is able to keep that inner madman under lock and key. And again, this is where that self-sabotage in any of us that have blown out our account, it's really come from that inner madman. We get into that tick by tick battle, a tick in your favor, 4 ticks against you. A tick in your favor, 4 ticks against you. A tick in your favor, 20 ticks against you. Just blowing out your account because the madman in you, instead of following rules, having in criteria, knowing where your risk is, you get into this, I'm going to beat the market. And every time the market gives you a little bit of hope, it's I'm going to beat the market. But it's not about winning and losing the market. It's about the cost of doing business. It's about having a business plan, a trading plan, and understanding that there's going to be trades that work and trades that don't work. That's the cost of doing business. Assets, liabilities. Being able to control that inner madman is really will stop you from blowing out your account. We know that a choice to not make a choice is a choice. Some people are very decisive when it comes to avoiding decisions. And that happens in the stock market. We're really going to talk about that when we get into our fears. But our first step into conquering our fears is to first understand that, again,